It is a beautiful day in the lovely land of Lancashire today. Only the very slightest chance of rain. So I'm going to head to a boot sale, one that starts at a reasonable time. 9:20 kick-off. Exactly 9:20 for buyers and sellers. Of course, we're going to Bolton to see what we can find. Let's get on the road and get in the hunt. Oh, looks like a lot of buyers hanging about. I've seen it busier, still quite a few sellers, but it's been wet and the forecast doesn't look amazing, to be fair, but I think the forecasters have got it wrong today. Bit of rain overnight, but it's fine now. Keep the faith, keep positive. It's a really strange sense of deja vu. You're seeing the same stuff week in, week out. Maybe it's just me. See the moth holes on that coat before picking it up.
60 on that one. I have got some cheaper ones in here. Sorry? I wanted to sell it as a job lot, 20. The boxes had to get all of those. 15 on that.
That is nice. That is really nice. RC 2030. 125. Listed, not sold. Bit steep. MBR7. What have you got on that, pal?
Got a tenner on that. Oh, it's perfect. It's just that button there, but that's not the off and on button, that's the off and on button.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
John, what have you got on that?
I got 50 quid on that.
I'll wait, I've got a video.
No weights and all over. That's for the battery, that. No, if you want it on battery or finger.
All right,
but
yeah, yeah.
Need it on that. No weights, isn't it?
Shine a light.
Real friends? Oh, 20 quid each. Got rolls in it.
That one in, look.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
That's my last one.
What's that? Yeah, no, it's cool. We've started to look down.
Right.
An Air Force mess dress. Maybe. It's nice, that. Yeah.
I'm not even doing all of it. No, not on that, not on the meeting. Alright. We'll put a cloth there to protect it. Yeah, I'll tell you what I've got. I've got this. I'll just put them on that, it just protects it because it is a new table. Put them on that.
That's silver, that one.
Could I have a look?
All marked, yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
That way, lovely.
You look on the back, it's 35. It's had a new battery fitted.
Yeah.
And
That's a nice one, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it lovely? No. You put loads of cigarettes on there. If you're a chain smoker.
How much is your ladder, love?
We've been sold,
All right, fair enough. Morning, Pop. How you doing? Yeah, not bad. Did you get out at the weekend?
Sorry?
Did you get out at the weekend?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Nothing brilliant. I did on Saturday about 10, but I left at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's like, this is raining or...
Yeah. I think there's only Sunday. There was decent weather, isn't it?
Yeah, but I was cooking in that same place.
Yeah.
The new thing I got, this one is a brand new.
Yeah.
Okay, because we've got a charger as well.
Thank you. Let's have a look. That's the last brother one I got of you has gone already.
Alright.
So
The new thing on this Apple smart covers with the keyboard. The original Apple, so
Yeah.
why did you check it? Why did you check this as well?
yeah. What have you got on the Dymos? 15.
I've got with the power slides.
Yeah.
What do you think of these? I think I used to sell this for 30-40 quid online. If you like it, you can have a 5 of each.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, prices tanked on those now. I think it's probably because of such an old version. I was looking at this as well, wasn't I? How much did you say on this one? 50.
It's brand new. So how was your weekend? You bought anything or?
No, I shot myself in the foot. I had Saturday off. So early hours of Sunday morning, I was picking my daughter up from the airport. So I talked myself out of going out on Sunday, and obviously it chucked down on Monday. So
Monday was bad.
yeah, I take it you don't have the box for that.
There's no box.
No, yeah, no worries.
This is a bag.
50, 80, 110, 110, 125. How much have you got on your Magic Mouse? No. Did you bring the other tapes with you by any chance?
No.
No worries.
DVD is no good one. I mean,
No,
I've seen a lot of them. I just giving me some platter. You can't sell DVD.
exactly. Yeah. I think that's it. I need to send somebody your way actually. There's a guy I know who's after a laptop,
Right.
so I'll send him your way.
Yeah, I'm tested. One of them, they need a software updating.
Yep.
The power on, I have no control and nothing, so I'll be honest
Right.
with
Yeah, I haven't, to be fair.
you.
Yeah. I think it's 125, isn't it? It's 75 and 50. 125.
If you need any cash,
Yeah, I'd be all right. I'm being frugal at the minute, trying not to spend the right lot of money. I'm still bouncing back after the move, which seems to be all I'm saying at the minute. It's been an expensive time though, so.
Oh, you've been away as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not cheap going to anywhere these days, isn't it?
No, exactly. But the thing is, you've got to have a bit of a life as well, otherwise you spend all your time working, isn't it?
No, yeah, it's a good thing. You get fresh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's,
The way I look at it, the money you spend on yourself, that's your money. If you leave it behind, somebody's going to use it. It's not yours.
absolutely, yeah, too right. And at the end of the day, what's life all about? Trying to achieve some happiness. Have a good day, man. I'll see you later. Have you got that, pal? Reminds me of Evil Knievel. Could you do 15 on it?
No, 20.
Fair enough.
£30 helmet, that.
Yeah.
When the doctor was on a Thursday to do that,
Made in Malta, no branding. Very tired looking Ducati hoodie. Pick a few bits up. I'm really short on Amazon stock. Really short. Right. If you want any mud guards, by the way, I'm a man to see. Mountain bike mud guards, yeah. I've got sets. In fact, it might be worth your while because I can do them like mega cheap. I'm selling them for 26 on Amazon, but they only owe me £3. If you have a box of 20, I can do like £5 a piece maybe. Yeah, Toe Peak is the brand. I've got a couple on eBay, but the thing is, because they're bulky, I mean they're probably about yay long by about that, so it's an odd box shape. So I'm not really a fan of selling them on eBay. I mean, if you want to have a few, I'll just take my listing off. And as far as I know, I'm the only one selling the set, because a lot of people are just selling them individually.
Some treasure?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just trying to build up my Amazon stock. At the minute, it's just been printers.
I know, you love it.
Yeah, I love making money. I don't know if I told you. There's the last time I saw you here when I picked up all those bowls.
Yeah.
I just stopped talking to a guy and I was talking to him for 5 minutes. I was doing all the talking. It was a bit of a one-sided conversation. I thought it was you. It's like a similar step, big guy.
Really?
Yeah. And I thought, it's been a bit quiet. It wasn't even you. I mean, the thing is, after I'd finished talking, he started talking, then the penny dropped. He was like a dead nice guy. But totally not who I thought he was.
I've been today in Warrington as well.
Yeah.
I got good stuff and quit each food bag massive.
Yeah. Is it worth going now to Warrington?
Yeah. But I wanna.
Yeah. Well, it's an early start, isn't it?
You know, Dyson batteries.
Yeah.
They're chargeables.
Right.
Quid each.
Right, that's all right, isn't it? Happy days.
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's what you want indeed.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got to keep searching, mate. What's that? Oh,
Dicky Toys is German.
yeah.
It's all stock opening around.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
Right, I best. Yeah, and you have a good day, my friend. That's a cat. Come on, Cellar Amp, work your magic. No. And Scratchy, mate, what can you do that for?
Mate, you're alright.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, if you're interested, in fact, I'll send you a link from. Oh, sorry, I tell a lie. $29.95 I got them listed for.
You sold money.
I've sold 2 on Amazon. I've only had them about 10 days.
Alright.
I've sold 2 on Amazon and none on eBay at the minute.
eBay's dead anyway.
It's quiet, yeah. Right, I'll send you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, alright.
I think.
Yeah.
I think I've got about 200 of them, so I'm not running out anytime soon. Have a good day. Thanks for that, I appreciate it. How much are your welly bobs? 15. Oh, the mice. Do you know what? I've been waiting for such a long time to find a decent pair of welly bobs in my size at a car boot sale. And they're 8. Yeah. They're either just absolutely ruined or just really cheap and nasty. So it's worth coming out just to meet you. I'm not going to haggle. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I think this one, the earliest it'll be out is probably Saturday, to be fair.
You can work it out.
We'll work it out. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I had a day off on Sunday. The proper missed out. It was the only decent weather day. No. I was on an airport run early in the morning. So I talked myself out of it. I was going to go to Burska because it was the first day over there. But yeah, I talked myself out of it because I was knackered. Yeah, wasn't my best plan. Yeah. It's a shame really because Sunday was the best weather day really, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the best of a bad lot. Anyway, onwards and upwards, all the best. Thank you. I think I've had a look at these before. Just look a bit too tired. Just noticed they're filling the third car park up slowly. How you doing, Chief? You well? Yeah, can't grumble. Yeah, I'm busy. I could do with that coming here, to be fair, but there's something I needed. Can't remember what it is though. I need to send you some sizes again for some mailers, some coloured mailers. So I don't want to guess at it because I'll get it wrong.
Send it to me.
Yeah, nice one.
You hear something?
I really want to get to Burska, you know. I was supposed to go on Sunday, but I was picking my daughter off from the airport early doors. So yeah, I taught myself out of going. Sunday was the best day as well, wasn't it? Oh well. To be fair, I quite like the time off. So I was about ready for it. Right, onwards and upwards. I'll see if I can rescue it a bit. Yeah. Have a good one, pal.
Oh, yeah, I just found out. Found out on the label. Chinese, right?
Oh,
I
right.
think it made in China. That doesn't sound good.
Oh, I don't know. The iPhones are made in China.
Hey. No, a lot of things poo-poo. Thing is, I mean, it could be a kamikaze pilot.
It could be.
No, but it doesn't look good, does it?
I think they all had like proper ceremonial dress kamikaze.
Mate came by and said, look, it's nerving. I
Right.
said, well, I don't know, I'll have a look. Found the label, thought that. If it was nerving, it's worth 300 quid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
And
anyway.
you'd know that. You'd know that as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, I know now. I do now.
Yeah. I need to fill my trolley up.
Well, you like decent stuff.
Yeah.
So what are the printers?
Yeah.
Printers.
Label printers.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're very handy.
They are very handy.
I'd like one of those.
How much do you want to pay for?
I've seen you pay 50 quid.
Yeah, I do. I'll tell you what, if I was to say 20 quid,
You got one?
I could tell you what for 20 quid. I've not tested them, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally they work.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if they don't, just let me know because I have an arrangement with a guy who sells them me. I've not picked up these ones before. They're the label writer. That's Dynamo, yeah.
But are they?
You can use aftermarket labels. You have to use specific ones with these. On the newer Dynamos, you have to use the Dynamo labels because the rolls are chipped.
Right.
But these, you have to.
So how what does it print out like? Just on every label, it'll just come out like every label.
Yeah. It's a thermal printer, so you don't buy ink or anything like that. You have to buy thermal labels.
Yeah.
But they're not like the wide ones. I think this one will be, it looks like 3 inches, that, doesn't it? About 3 inches.
Yeah.
So you lift that out,
Yeah.
your label roll goes on there,
Right.
you feed it through there, press that button, it spits the first label out.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with
There you
it.
go.
But
Are you on PC or Mac?
either.
Right, okay.
What one works for both?
They all work with both.
Right.
Yeah, but I use Mac. I always test them on Mac. They're really easy to install as well.
Right.
So, yeah, I could do one for 20 quid.
Have you not seen the guy that you normally get them on?
Yeah, that's where they come from today.
Right.
I'm not seeing anything we can swap for.
What?
Of all this top quality merchandise, nothing jumping out at me.
Having a quick table, which I haven't sold. No, I mean,
You got to keep the faith. It'll go.
People just shy away when you see 100.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah,
You'd still be quids in it, that though, wouldn't you?
to be honest, it's good to get it out because it just shows you how many people look at it
Yeah.
and how many people know.
That's good, yeah. Good point, that, mate.
So they're all looking. Oh, get back in.
You can gauge the interest, can't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, give us a shout. You got my details anyway. I'll look after you
Yeah.
if you're ever after one.
No, I do. The other one, the what are they called? The name of the other
Zebra.
Zebra.
Yeah.
That's it. Isn't it?
Yeah, they're a bit few and far between. I've got a couple in stock.
Right.
At the minute, it's just on the older ones. The resolutions. I use a ZD420, and
Right.
there is a bit of grain in the print.
Right.
But they still scan at the post office, which is all that's important.
Right.
So, but these, the quality tends to be better. But obviously, the only downside to these is only 3-inch labels instead of 4-inch labels.
So you've not seen anything from the?
I use
Not these particular ones, but the Dymo ones.
Yeah, yeah.
You've seen quality, the image from them.
Yep. I came up with the Dymo 4XL, which is the 4-inch wide version of that.
Yeah.
And the print quality is brilliant.
Right.
You have to watch this, guy. It's proper shady.
No,
Honestly.
But it looks shady.
They nick your fillings.
Hey, they've already been taken, I'm telling you.
One autopilot today.
Yeah, you and me both, mate. Yeah, give us a shout.
Yeah, yeah.
No pressure. They're coming up all the time. No pressure.
Well, I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah. No worries. You have a good day, my friend.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
See you then.
How much have you got on that, pal?
It's not bad there.
Is that the price, is it? Yeah. So it might have been a stock reference number or something.
I'm open to offers though, reasonable offers. It's only because it's Sony. I know there's a button missing, but you can't get them.
Yeah.
Got that one, that's brand new. That's as new as they come. Still a wrap around it inside. Whatever the price is, they're open to offers.
Yeah. Trying to talk myself into that boombox. I'm trying to talk myself into that boombox.
Do it.
I'll do another loop. Women's, isn't it?
You get 15 quid for it.
That's nice, is that, mate?
Belter.
How much do you want from me for it?
Yeah, put 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You need your hanger?
Sorry?
You want your hanger?
I'm not bothered. If you want it, if you've got a use for it, you can keep it.
Smashing. Size 6, 42. Small size, but even so.
I can grab some footwear. That's the only footwear I've got. So there's all sorts of bands. Have a go through if you want.
Yeah. I found it quite hard going at Bolton today. Apart from one interaction that I think I only got part of on video before the battery died, I did very poorly. I mean, to be fair to Bolton, it's pretty much unheard of that I come away from there with nothing at all. But if it wasn't for that one transaction, I would have only bought a few items from a couple of sellers. Anyway, let's get into what I did get. Some what have become bread and butter pickups for me now, printers. After my success with a recent Brother printer, I've started looking at them more regularly. Most of them aren't really worth anything, but I think across the board, thermal label printers are pretty good news. All dependent on how much you're paying for them, of course. So the breakdown is the Brother printer. This is a TD2130N. It's new without box, never been used. At 50 quid, I would have left this if it wasn't for it being in the condition that it is, because used, you're probably only looking at around about 55 to 60 pound. However, because it's unused, I'm going to be pushing that to 95 pound. Not staggering margin, clearly, but margin nonetheless. At 4 Dymo label writer 450s, £15 each paid for those. They're going to have a listing value of 60 to 65 pound. And the fifth one was the Dymo label printer 550. I paid 15 for that as well, but that's only going to have a listing value of 50 to 60 pound. And I think I strongly suspect actually the reason for that is the later Dymo label printers use specific labels. So on the older ones, the 450s, you can use aftermarket labels, whereas for the newer models, the label rolls are actually chipped, RFID chipped. So you can only use Dymo labels, and they're bloody expensive compared to aftermarket ones. That's why that's worth less. I might even be a bit ambitious at 50 to 60 quid on that. An Amazon pickup, you saw me scanning it with SellerAmp, which if you have anything to do with Amazon, I highly recommend SellerAmp as a research tool. Just scan the barcode and it tells you the sell-through rate and your profit margins and all the pertinent information you need to make buying decisions. The link for that is in the description of this video. I've been dealing with Andy for a number of years now, and he actually gave me this, so thanks very much indeed for that, Andy. Next time I send a shipment into Amazon, that'll be going in, and the current buy box price for that is £20.62. The only other pickup from the main site of the boot sale were these wellies. These are Bogs wellies. I paid £15 for them, but they're in, aside from a little bit of disturbance on the top there, they're in pretty much immaculate condition. I bought these with the view to probably keeping them myself. If that wasn't the case, I probably would have left them at 15 quid. But because I'm a reseller and this is a reselling type car boot video, I will stick a resale value on these. If I was to list these, I'd be listing them at 30 quid. That seems to be the average mark for adult male Bogs wellies in this condition. But like I say, highly likely I'm going to be keeping those for at least a little while before I sell them. Loads of footwear. I'm not going to go through these individually in the main because a lot of them are just bog standard pickups kind of thing. One thing I will mention though, these are genuine made in the USA cowboy boots. Very, very, very well worth looking at. Some of them, I've recently sold a couple of pairs for over 50, 60 pound kind of thing. These are worn a lot by line dancers in this country. And the thing you have to watch out for is wear on the heel. Sometimes well, in fact, it's the nature of line dancing that the heels get absolutely thrashed to death. So make sure you're checking the soles and the heels particularly. Made in the USA are the preference, or seem to be. £8 paid for these. They're going to have a listing value of £40 to £50. Like I say, depending on brands, there's a brand called Tony Lama, L-A-M-A. They're very worthwhile looking out for. I sold a pair just recently for about 60, 70 quid. Brand spanking new Mountain Warehouse thermal ski boots. Incidentally, for all the footwear, rather than me keep repeating myself, I paid £8 each for all the pairs. On the Mountain Warehouse ski boots, they'll have a listing value of 35 to £40 because they're new. Riker is a really great brand to look out for. R-E-I-K-E-R. These are quite funky looking women's ankle boots. They'll have a listing value of £40. I can't ever remember seeing this brand before. Mallet London trainers. They look like Alexander McQueen's slightly. They feel a really good quality pair of trainers though. Again, they're going to have a listing value of £40. And the only other pair of note really are these Joseph Cheney shoes. The model is the Harry. They'll have a listing value of £40 to £45. If you can get pristine Cheney shoes, probably one of the best shoes you can pick up. I've seen comps for as new shoes well over £100. So Cheney are well worth looking out for. All the rest of the shoes, with the possible exception of those Nike, which I haven't researched just yet, are going to have a listing average of £18. There's a couple of really nice pairs like those Stars and Stripes Converse ankle boots. The leather ones always sell well as well, and a nice pair of Adidas Superstar. They'll clearly be over £18, but the rest of them, the high top Converse, low top Converse, Vans and Superga, all an average, like I say, of 18 quid. A couple of really nice jackets. It's a little bit on the small side, but it's a woman's Alpine Styles jacket. It looks in immaculate condition. I'd even go so far as to say I might even get away with listing that as new without tags. It's in such great condition. £20 paid for that. That's going to give me a listing value of £70 to £80. And by far the pick of the bunch, this Heingerich Classic Gear a woman's tassel jacket. This is a really good looking thing. Really, really, really good looking thing. Nice and girly as well. And yes, tassels are girly. I don't care what you say. £25 pay for this. I think this will do really, really well. I really do. I'm going to stick a listing value of £100 on that. Can't see that going for much less if I have to take an offer on it, if I'm perfectly honest. One interesting point that came today from a conversation with Jack from the Dougie on the Boot YouTube channel. Check his channel out if you haven't already. He's a really, really nice guy, is Jack. The conversation was along the lines of, well, car boot sales in general, really. Not specifically Bolton, but car boot sales in general. You can't really run a business off just buying stuff from car boot sales. It's too fickle. It relies too much on luck and timing, and you can't run a business or you can't build a business just purely based on luck. You've got to diversify. You've got to make contacts. You've got to buy wholesale. You've got to keep hustling. You can't rest on your laurels. It's a point that I really needed emphasizing to myself as well, because it's probably because I make content for YouTube around car boot sales. I've kind of funneled myself into that being one of the main places I get stock from. And the fact of the matter is, it isn't. Sourcing from car boot sales these days probably makes up for around about 30% of the used stock that I source. If I was to rely solely on car boot sales for sourcing, I'd be in trouble. I really would be in trouble. Anyway, the takeaway from this is I strongly urge that you make contacts beyond obvious sources. I'm not saying drop car boot sales, because yes, there can be real big wins to be had, but you've got to think outside the box. If you want a future in reselling or a future in business, you want to grow your business, you really got to think outside the box and diversify what you do. That's me for today. I'll say that's me for today. I've still got to get some work done, which is another interesting point as well. I've said a lot that I feel like I've retired. It's because I love what I do. The fact of the matter is, I probably work as many hours now as I ever did when I was working in my most busy job, but I really enjoy what I do. If you really enjoy what you do, it's not really like work. And that's why I say I feel like I've retired. I don't think I ever will. I don't think I ever will retire. I won't be. I haven't got it in me to slow down. I think I'd just get bored. Have a little bit of hustle with it. I mean, I might diversify what I do within my own business, but yeah, retirement. No, it's not really something that appeals to me. Hopefully you've got some kind of value out of today's video. If you have, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's free to you, it takes a second of your time, and it'd mean the world to me. And of course, before you go, if you could hit the thumbs up on this video, I'd just love you forever. Thanks very much indeed for coming along with me today. Until next time, I've been Dave Keeffe. You've been amazing. I'll see you soon.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets.